Fans in a chorus at the Bradley Center. And here's a look at the starting lineups presented by T-Mobile. Let's check out the Sprite ice-cold keys to the game. Clark, right now let's take a look at the Spurs. What will be the key for them?
Well, you may want to consider working it inside. Last year they were near the bottom of the league in block shots. They're not a team that's going to deny you at the rim, so it might make sense to attack the paint area when you play against this team.
And Clark, since we're talking about the keys, how about Milwaukee? What's the key for them?
And one of the key contributors for them will be Michael Redd, a terrific three-point shooter and a high-volume scorer.
Does he have any range at all on his shots?
Oh, unbelievable range. In the gym range is what I call it, Kevin. He can hurt you from anywhere.
And here are the Bucks following the bucket by the Spurs.
That's a nice shot there. As soon as he turned around, he was locked and loaded.
Screen by Duncan. Here's Mason. Kept alive. Here's McDyess. Cans it from in close.
That's great hustle there, Kevin. Persistence pays.
So it's Milwaukee now. Stolen by McDyess. And it's the Spurs with the ball. Parker lays it in. Sweet dime to lead into the rack.
Boy, Tony Parker, the thing that jumps out at you is his ability to score in the paint. But he's really added a nice jump shot to his repertoire as well. He can make threes. He doesn't like to shoot a lot of them, but the mid-range jump shot he possesses now makes him one of the premier scoring point guards in the league.
Shots good from Mason.
Even though it was early in the shot clock, that's an opportunity you can't pass up, Kevin.
Down low. Here's Bogut. Gets it to the fall.
Speed is only part of the equation here. He's not blinding quick, but he was determined to take that one to the rim.
Here's Parker. Gets in close.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly.
On offense here, the Bucks. 6-point game. Here's Redd. A missed three. On defense, the Bucks, they trail by 6. To Duncan, 6 seconds to shoot. Mason, the shot, no good. And it's Milwaukee the other way. The steal by Duncan. Parker got a hand on it. Great play by Bogut. The Bucks trail. Here's Warwick. And it's off. Questionable decision-making there. San Antonio leading. Here's McDyess. Inside. From short range. And that one's good. Parker. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. We'll see a new set here for the Spurs.
And Manu Ginobili.
And here is Redd. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. And as you mentioned, the defense a step slow trying to defend this offensive onslaught.
Yeah, Kevin, I mean, when they're shooting at such a high percentage like they are, they're really difficult to beat.
On offense here, the Bucks. Here's Warwick. Great finish in traffic. Here's Parker. McDyess out left. Bonner kisses it off the glass and in.
That's where you get the high percentage shots when you get the ball inside. Good things happen. That's a nice play.
And here are the Bucks now, trailing here by 8. Redd misses.
That was crazy. Nutso shots like that will get you on the bench in a hurry, Kevin.
Out of bounds. Touch last by the Bucks. Ginobili with the ball. Here's Jefferson. Nets it from the wing.
They've been dominant at both ends of the floor, so the early lead is no surprise.
Timeout called the Bucks. Some adjustments here for the Spurs.
Michael Finley.
And here is Red. Here's Bogut. Buries it. Here's Parker.
Red.
41 seconds left in the first. Swing pass. Finley in close. Lays it right in.
They've been unstoppable. What a strong start.
Here's Milwaukee now. It's a 10-point game. Red wasn't careful with his position. Gets nailed with the backcourt violation. And the Bucks with some adjustments here.
And Brandon Jennings.
Ginobili with the ball. Here's Finley. Drains it for three.
Finley for three.
5 points in the game.
Great assist on that basket. He's seeing the floor well, and he's making some beautiful passes.
Here's Jennings. Can't get the buzzer beater. The Spurs got out to a good start.
They're making the extra pass and finding guys for open look. I love the discipline they've shown in their offense.
Here it comes, that's my cool, man, I can't take it all. Here it comes, that's my cool, man, I can't take it all.
And here are the Bucks now, trailing by 13. Great anticipation.
That's a mistake your team doesn't need.
Hill. Finish off the break.
It's a great look ahead up court to set up the easy, fast break finish.
So it's Milwaukee now. Here's Jennings. No luck on the three-point attempt.
Send that guy to the bench. Get him out of there. He's got no business taking shots from out there.
To Duncan. Finley. Here's Bonner. Drops it in on the layup.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
Here's Milwaukee now. To Delfino. From close range. Connects from in close.
Boy, you got to love the way he gets himself to the rack. He knows how to keep the ball away from the defenders and lay it in.
And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game. And the Bucks with some adjustments here.
Substitutions on the court.
And here is Hill. Down low. Manu lays it in. Sweet dime to lead him to the rack.
Now that's a nice dime. What a dime. He dished it inside, and it was right on target.
Here's Delfino. Lays it in off the glass. And here is Hill. Just over 3 minutes left in the half. McDyess a screen. Here's Mason. The shot misses. And the Bucks going the other way right now. To Alexander. Bogut. On the money. He has 6.
Kevin, a guy that I thought really started to make some significant progress last season was Andrew Bogut, and then he was derailed by injury. but this guy is rebounding his position well before getting hurt, starting to score a little more consistently. And, you know, when he went down, Milwaukee really missed his presence. I mean, when you have a big guy that consistently gives you double-doubles and is somebody the other team has to game plan for a bit, you really miss that kind of attribute.
And here are the Bucks now after the made shot from Manu Ginobili. Tipped. Here's Ginobili, nails it from close range. 6 points for him.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency, but here in the second, he's turned it around.
To Bogut. Drains it from short range. Sweet touch by the fifth-year veteran out of Utah. Here's Mason. Misses the baby hook. And here are the Bucks now. 15-point game. Hill gets the board inside.
They're putting bodies on bodies and cleaning up the misses.
Yeah, they're winning definitely the inside matchup right now. Nice shot by Ginobili.
Assisted by Hill.
So it's Milwaukee now, trailing by 17. And as we were saying, they're doing a great job blocking out there.
You know, Kevin, rebounding is a lot about blocking out and positioning, but it's also about timing and pursuing the ball. And you've got to do all of those things in order to come up with rebounds.
That's a good point. Ginobili with the ball, following the miss by Brandon Jennings from deep. Here's Mason, kept alive. McDyess down low, Bogut on him, tosses it up.
You have to block this guy out, Kevin. He's just too active on the boards to be left alone.
The Bucks will hold on to it. And the Bucks with some adjustments here.
On the court.
San Antonio on D. 19-point game. The long shot three was off by Ridnour.
This is clearly the time when you want to take the last shot.
Here's Mason. It's in for three.
For three.
He's got 5. So it's Milwaukee now. Got a piece of it. Stolen away by the Spurs.
Talk about whipping some behind.
Yeah, lopsided game to say the least. And that concludes the first half. The score, 38-16. And now the T-Mobile halftime report. Well, let's check out the story of the stats. The Spurs have been absolutely dominant on the glass.
Yeah, and it's given them a big lead. These guys are really motivated. They've got the desire to win.
Look at Tony Parker. What a contribution.
And Kevin, he leads the game in this.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. You know, some of the fans at home are hoping for a comeback here. We'll see if that can happen as we start this quarter. And here are the Bucks now. Bogut. Almost a three-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2.
First team foul.
Tim Duncan picks one up. Clark, here's another number 1 overall pick in Andrew Bogut, a guy from Australia, so he didn't grow up in this country. His NBA career has not been as successful as his college career.
Yeah, I agree with you. He played 2 years in college, was dominant his second year at Utah, but then got to the NBA, and I think somewhat a prisoner of where he was drafted. He was the number 1 selection, hasn't posted numbers commensurate with that pick, but nonetheless, I think he's become very solid as an NBA starting center / power forward.
Here's Milwaukee now. Mbah a Moute to Warwick. McDyess on him. The jump hook, and the rebound goes to Duncan.
Right now, boy, they're playing strong on the glass, +8 in rebound.
Here's Mason. No good. And it's Milwaukee the other way. Here's Ridnour. Buries the triple.
The defense made the mistake of playing off him, and he drained it from deep.
Cheryl Miller has something for us from a conversation with Scott Skiles. Cheryl?
Hey, Kev, he wasn't doing a great job of hiding his exasperation with his players. He needed one answer above all else. The other team is crashing the boards. He said that unless his guys start working hard on grabbing some rebounds, it's going to be tough to get a win. I'll keep you posted with any updates. Kev?
Okay, thanks, Cheryl. Parker buries the short-range jumper. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. We'll see a new set here for the Spurs.
Substitutions on the court.
So it's Milwaukee now. Under 4 minutes left in the third. Here's Ridnour. Connects from in close. Nice bucket by the 7-year veteran out of Oregon. Smooth sailing for San Antonio. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Here's Finley. Drains the open look.
We've seen them make 3 of their first 4 shots. That's good shooting to jumpstart them here. To get back into this game, Kevin, they need to really concentrate on limiting the turnovers. I mean, it hasn't been terrible for them, but it's still hurting their cause.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Mason will leave the floor and has really been struggling so far. So it's Milwaukee now. You're right, Clark. When you're down, you can't just give away opportunities like that.
Well, the margin of error is much smaller when you're trailing and trying to come back, so everything is much more important, but turnovers always are self-destructive. You can simply tell, Kevin, I mean, they want the ball more right now.
Perimeter, Hairston. Can't hit from beyond the arc. The Bucks really having a tough go here. Here is Mbalamute in close, finishes with the soft touch. And here is Hill. 2:24 left in the third quarter. Blair on the low block. Here's Hairston. Trains it from just inside the three-point line. They're in front, 48-23. And Clark, sometimes it just comes down to who wants it more.
It makes all the difference, Kevin. Tenacity, persistence, going after the ball. And that's what we're seeing here so far.
And so here is San Antonio. To Hairston. Hill. It's hauled in by Michael Redd.
Smart D forced him into taking that mid-range jump shot, and as you might expect, he wasn't able to knock it down.
Here's Bogut. He's got 8. Here is Mbalamute. No good on the baseline J.
In the best of circumstances, that's going to be a tough shot for him, and that was not the best of circumstances.
Here's Hairston. Buries the baseline J.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
The air ball sailed out of bounds by Ridnour. The bench has really come on strong these last few minutes.
They've really got to be ecstatic with the play from the subs. They've come in and given them a huge boost.
Here's Parker. He has 6. Jefferson backs in. His first attempt. It's hauled in by Michael Redd. So it's Milwaukee now. Delfino. Thomas. The shot is off. Now San Antonio the other way. And here is Mason. From short range.
Contact certainly altered that shot. The official was right on top of it.
Second personal foul, second team foul. Parker, shooting 2.
He knocks down the first one. We'll see a new set here for the Spurs. He gets them both. So it's Milwaukee now. 23 seconds left in the third. The handoff to Warwick, down low. Here's Red, sinks it from about 9 feet out.
Yeah, he hasn't been up to form. They need him scoring well to be at their best, and that. Three-point shooting ability.
Delfino kept alive. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've got a blowout in the making. It's 55-25. Tony Parker has really gotten after it. 8 points and 8 assists. And here is Hill. To Hairston. The shot is off. And the Bucks going the other way right now. Down low. Here is Mbamute. Oh, barely misses the shot, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Looks like a good call from here where I sit. Definitely some contact on that shot.
Can't sink the first. He sinks the second. And here is Hill. To Finley. Scooped up. Hairston. To Bonner. Outside. Hill, right wing. Here's Bonner. Bogut rips down the defensive board. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Bogut, 8 points for him.
And they're getting it done on the glass today, Kevin.
Nice advantage here on the inside. Hill. Can't get it to go. And it's Milwaukee the other way. And with the rebounding Clark comes the score.
Yeah, they're up right now, and if they can keep pulling down those extra boards, they get chances, so they shouldn't have any trouble keeping the lead. This is one of the key reasons why they're losing. You have to get more production out of your core star players.
Here's Finley. Hits the tray.
Finally, somebody found the bottom of the net. Man, oh man, oh man.
Baseline. Here's Bogut. Too much mustard on that one.
Ill-advised shot there, no question about it.
Up ahead, off his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Some adjustments here for the Spurs. And here's Duncan. It's in. Sweet touch by the 13th-year veteran out of Wake Forest. 2:30 left to the fourth. To Red. Bogut. From about 16. Blocked. Smooth sailing for San Antonio. And here's Duncan, guarded by Red. Jefferson lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack.
You know, Richard Jefferson, Kevin, was initially thought of as just a high flyer, a really athletic guy, but he's got game. He's got a lot of game. He can defend. He can make big plays, whether it's shooting the ball or passing it. He does a decent job on the glass, and I think he's an outstanding teammate and team leader.
Cheryl Miller has something for us from a conversation with Scott Skiles. Cheryl?
Thanks, guys. He told him it's time to turn it up a notch. He said there's plenty of time to rest later. Right now, I want you to go all out. Kevin.
Thank you, Cheryl. And he makes the first one. He gets them both. And here is Hill. 1:54 left in the game. Here's Bonner. Hangs in the air. Graceful finish.
Put a fork in him, Kevin. This one's over.
So it's Milwaukee now. Here's Ridnour. Can't connect on the quick shot. Here are the Spurs with the ball. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Hairston kept alive. To Blair. Dumps it off to Hill. Here's Finley. Puts up the baby hook. Pinballs around and in.
That's a strong finish inside. That's where you want to work your magic, Kevin.
And here are the Bucks now. It's tipped. It stays here.
17 seconds on shot clock. 17.
Finley really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He's really giving his team a lift here, providing solid minutes off the bench.
How big is it, Clark, to get a solid contribution off the bench?
I think it's really big because you need everybody to contribute. The starters aren't always going to be able to go the distance, so your backup guys have to come in and play well.
The Bucks call for a 20-second timeout. So it's Milwaukee now. Here's Warwick.
Warwick, shooting 2.
He knocks down the first one. Gets them both. And here is Hill. The Spurs with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Finley to the wing. On the paint. Almost a three-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2.
That's his first personal foul.
It's on Mbamute.
Finley, shooting 2.
And he makes the first one. He gets them both. So it's Milwaukee now. 44 seconds left to the fourth. Deflected. Warwick. The shot is off. Now San Antonio the other way. Here's Hill. Inside, it's blocked. Recovered by the Spurs. To Blair. Bogut on him. Left wing. Here's Finley. Scooped up. To the free throw line. The Spurs cruise to a win as they blow out the Bucks 70-30. Michael Finley is the Jordan Brand player of the game and some solid numbers.
Well, Kevin, the name of the game is still scoring.